TBR is an acronym that was thought up a very long time ago. It stands for To Be Read. Anytime you see a month next to the acronym of TBR, it implies you're going to get a video where someone talks to you about what they plan to read, and we're doing that right now. Welcome or welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. Let's go! Yes, hello and welcome or welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. I am, of course, Mr. Francy, and I am so truly honoured that you have once again chosen to join me today as we go through my February TBR. Not to forget that I am hosting a readathon for the second month in a row, and it is the Cozy It Up February readathon, where we have a 3x3 bingo board with a whole ton of prompts. I am very much looking forward to it. In this TBR video, I will be telling you where I plan to fit in my reads with those prompts, and I am not over by the bookshelves. I planned to be, I did, but I honestly have less than half of the physical books on me, so there's really no point in me doing that for this video. I will be there for the monthly wrap. I am known for reading my monthly TBRs in page count order. I start with the longest book on my TBR and in descending order work all the way through to the last book which has the least amount of pages in it. I don't plan on doing that in February. Sometimes I might be a mood reader for books within my TBR, where I will pick up a fantasy book because it's the next book I'm up to, but think I'm really not in the mood for fantasy right now. I would prefer to pick up one of my cozies that I have on my TBR. So I'm not going to promise this month to read in descending order of page count. This month, I'm not going to promise that. You will get the order of my TBR here in that descending order, but I'll read what I want to read when I want to read it from my TBR. Okay, now let's just move this a little that way so that we have room to put up the books. Okay, the first book that I plan to read in the month of February is this book, Savage Fae. This is book number 2 in the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac series. Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac? Really? Is that what it's called? It's the Ruthless Boys. I don't know why I wrote that. It's book number 2 in the Ruthless Boys series by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. This is the prequel series. I don't know if it was written before Zodiac Academy, but it was certainly set before Zodiac Academy. I'm definitely loving this series and can't wait to get onto book number 2, but I honestly don't even think this is going to be the first book that I pick up. Honestly, I think the first book I pick up is going to be a cozy. So, second book that's on this TBR, not that I plan to read, but the second book that's on the TBR, is this book, Once Upon a Grind by Cleo Coyle. This is book number 14 in the Coffee House Mystery series, and I am just like going like this because it hasn't arrived yet, but it's going to arrive this coming Friday. Today is Wednesday, so in 2 days, this book will be here. And this is, I purchased the hardcover because, believe it or not, it was cheaper than the paperback. And I'm so excited because cozy mystery hardcovers are beautiful. If I had a lot more money than I do, I would exclusively buy hardcovers for my cozies because I love them. For those who don't know, in this series, which is the Coffee House Mystery series, we follow we follow Cleo Coyle. We don't, but we follow another CC. Oh, there's my CC. I was wondering where my CC book would be. There it is. We follow Claire Cosey, and the author's Cleo Coyle, so there's my CC either way. We follow Claire Cosey, who runs this cafe, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I did have a complaint with book number, this is 14, so 13, in that Madame hardly features at all. I love Madame. For those of you who don't know, Madame is an elderly character. I love Madame. There is a reason why she is called Madame and not her actual name. She's just fantastic, but she didn't feature enough in book number whatever it was, in book number 13. But I have spoken to someone on my Discord who is up to date with this series, who has told me that Madame is going to be featuring more in certain books. The third book on this list is Silent Nights Are Murder. Oh my goodness. By Libby Klein. I didn't write the author's name down, but by Libby Klein. This is book number, it doesn't say. Give me a moment. Book number 9 in the Poppy McAllister mystery series, and oh my goodness, do I love this series. There are few cozy mystery series that I put on a really high level of, oh my goodness, I love this series and I miss it when I'm up to date, but the Poppy McAllister series is definitely one of them. We are following a main character whose name is Poppy, who it takes a bit for her to get there, but now she is running this inn or B&B or something like that. But anyway, what makes that so fabulous for me is that in every single book we get to meet this new cast of characters who are coming in to stay there. I love this series, and usually there are 2 mysteries that we are solving in Poppy McAllister. This book is incredibly long, by the way. I think it's like nearly 450 pages long in the mass market paperback, which is very long for a cozy, but that's why we're solving 2 mysteries and we're dealing with a lot of great things with Poppy, her friends, her family, her aunt, and her lovely band of women who I don't remember what they were called. I cannot wait to get onto this book. It took way too long. I'm finally doing it. All right. The 4th one that I'm going to be reading, the 4th book that's on my TBR is a book I'm actually buddy reading with Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm very excited. This is my first buddy read that I have organised with Elizabeth. So, yeah, and if you'd like to join us, please do feel free to do so. The book is called Last Light. It is by Terry Blackstock. I actually do have this book, but it's okay. I have it. I'm ready to go, which is good. This is a, okay, stick with me here when I say Christian fiction dystopian. Doesn't that sound interesting? So, yeah, Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books reads, among other books, she also reads faith-based types of books, and there are some faith-based types of books that I absolutely love as well. They don't dominate my TBR, they don't dominate her TBR, but they just so happen to be faith-based. And, yeah, so we have bonded over some of the faith-based books that we both like to read, and when I found out that this is one of the books that Elizabeth wanted to read, I asked her if I could buddy read it with her because, oh my goodness, there is a Christian fiction dystopian. Yes, hello, I'm on board. So I've never read Terry Blackstock before, but Elizabeth says that Terry Blackstock is a fantastic author, so I'm very much looking forward to it and the discussions that I'm sure Elizabeth and I are both going to have. So thank you, Elizabeth. I'm very excited. All right, next up, we have a title that is really annoying for me every time I say it, but I love the series, so that's good. It is this book, which is called When the Grits Hit the Fan. And the reason it annoys me is because it really should be, in my mind, which is not correct, but in my warped mind, it should be When the Grit Hits the Fan. But it is book number 3 in the Country Store mystery series, which is by Maddie Day. And oh my goodness, I haven't told you my little prompters. We'll get to them. We'll come back, I promise. Okay. Anyway, this is, book number 3 in the Country Store cozy mystery series by Maddie Day. I am very, very happy with this series. This is quintessential cozy mystery for me. It is everything I could want and more. So we follow a woman by the name of Robbie, who apparently is like 25 or 27 or something, but not in my mind. In my mind, she's an old grandma, and I love it because I listened to the book on audiobook and the narrator makes her sound like she's an old woman, but that works for me because I love my seniors in my cozies. So she's 27, and that's what everyone, including Maddie Day, I'm sure, with respect to Maddie Day, is going to tell you she's 27. Not to me. She's like 75, 80 in my mind, and I love her. And she runs a country store. For those of you who don't know, I didn't. I'm Australian, and what we would call a country store will be something different. So a country store in this case refers to Robbie has this store where she sells all different types of items, and they'll just randomly be littered around the store. People can look at them and then they can just buy them, walk out with them. But what makes this country store really special is that it's also part diner that Robbie runs. And so the culinary side is an absolute delight. And It is just so extremely cozy. Next up, we have a book that has been recommended to me by my dear friend Jane over on the Discord server. So yeah, I tried a book that Jane recommended to me from another cozy mystery series in January, and now I'm finally trying this one that she's recommended to me a couple of times, and I am very excited because I've heard very, very, very good things about it. The book itself is called Curiosity Thrilled the Cat, and it is another cozy. It is book 1 in the Magical Cats cozy mystery series by Sophie Kelly. Okay, so yeah, I don't know really anything about it because I like going into my books blind, but judging from the title, it's going to be about at least one magical cat, and I love cats, and I haven't read a cat cozy yet. I haven't read a cat cozy, a dog cozy. I haven't really read an animal cozy. Not to say I haven't read cozies with animals, but I haven't read cozies where the theme is the animal. It's going to be very interesting for me to finally read an animal-focused theme cozy mystery. Very excited about that. And yeah, if you have other animal-themed cozies you'd like to recommend to me, please do, because I would love to read as many cozy themes as I can. I want to, as Skittles would have it, taste the rainbow when it comes to all the themes that cozy mysteries offer. And so thank you, Jane. Very excited for this one. Next up, we have a book from a series that, yes, it's another one of my top tier, cozy mysteries. We really should start this whole, you know how they have the Oprah book club? There should be like a whole Francy's top tier books. But anyway, this is another top tier one for me. The book is called Cheddar Late Then Dead. It is book number 3 in the Grilled Cheese Cozy Mystery series, and it is by Linda Riley. I get a cookie. It is by Linda Riley. And yeah, you want cozy? This series is also extremely cozy. We follow a woman by the name of, it's not Robbie, but I called her Robbie in the reading vlog. We follow a woman by the name of Carly. We follow a woman by the name of Carly, who runs a grilled cheese eatery. And yeah, so she makes all these different types of grilled cheeses or toasties, if you're Australian like me. Where, you know, you get your breads and you put your filling in the middle and you warm it up and toast it, and yeah, all those sorts of things. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yes, we do spend a lot of time at her eatery, because with cozies I like to let you all know these things. Like, is the eatery the backdrop of the book and that's it? No. We do spend a lot of time at the eatery, which is good. But also, it just has a cozy feel to it anyway. Whether we're in the eatery or outside the eatery, it just feels extremely cozy the whole way through, which not a lot of cozy... Not every cozy does, is what I'm trying to say. But this one definitely does. Next up, we have... a book that I'm reading because my mother, who I refer to on the Discord as Mama Francy, has read this book and she absolutely loved it. And when she told me what it was about, I said, you know what, Mama Francy, I need to read this so we can both talk about it because it sounds amazing. It is not a cozy. It is called The School for Essential Ingredients, and I don't have the author's name there, so you just... Actually, but I do have the book right behind me here. It is by Erica... Oh, golly. See, it's literally right here. It is by Erica Bauermeister. I think that's how you say it. But anyway, we'll put this down because I'm good having the picture up. Okay. Yeah. So my mum told me about this, and it is like cooking to the umpteenth degree. I am so excited. It is available on audio. All of the books I show you are available on audio because I like the option of doing physically reading or listening on audio. So they're all available on audio. All right. Next up, we have a book that on the Discord I incorrectly call Boxes and Boxes. So if you're on the Discord, you know what I'm referring to. And if you're not on the Discord, it is actually, in actuality, called Boxes in the Basement. This is by Kathy Daly, and it is book number 1 in the Inn at Holiday Bay Cozy Mystery series. And the reason why I call it Boxes and Boxes is because I kept forgetting the title of this book, but I remembered that the word boxes was in the title. So if you see me in any any subsequent video moving forward mentioning my Boxes and Boxes book, or a book from the Boxes and Boxes series, you know what I'm referring to. I have had a lot of FOMO with this series. I don't experience FOMO a lot. I really don't. But with this series, I absolutely do. I love ins, and I've heard a lot of great things about this series, and I am finally getting to dip my toe into this series. Next up, we have a book that, was... How it came about was this. I was shown a list of cozy mystery books by someone who knew that I would like these ones. And I, one day, really wasn't enjoying what I was currently reading. So I grabbed one of them, listened to a sample on audio, and went, oh my goodness, I need this and I need it now. So the book itself is called Revenge is Sweet, and it is by K. George. It is book number 1 in the Vintage Sweets Cozy Mystery series. And oh my gosh, I was listening to the audiobook and I just fell in love with the narrator. Seriously, to me, you'll let me know what you think, but can a narrator make or break a book and a reading experience for you? It can for me. The narrator of this book, I heard the first sentence and I was like, I'm in love, I am good, I feel so warm and like I have a blanket around me. This is such a beautiful, cozy book. I think I got all the way through the first chapter and then went, okay, I really need to stop reading right now. But yeah, cannot wait. Okay, next up, we have The Wishing Chair again. This is book number 2 in the Wishing Chair series by Enid Blyton. Okay, next up we have Safe Place by, book 1's right there, Jane Northcote. It's the current book I'm reading is book 1 by Jane Northcote. This is book number 2 in the Rainbow Place series. The final book that I have on my TBR is this book, Hurt Bank by C. Commissar. This is book number 3 in the Deadly reality TV series, and it is an adult horror. Because, you know, just when you thought, oh, Mr. Francy is all about your cozy, whimsical, charming, sweet books, here's a horror. I do. Before our time runs out, let me tell you my prompters. Okay, so prompt number 1 for my Cozied Up February readathon is a cozy with red on the cover. I'm doing Once Upon a Grind for that one. Next prompt, a cozy with green on the cover. I am doing Silent Nights Are Murder. A cozy with blue on the cover as well as a punny title. I'm going with When the Grits Hit the Fan. Then a cozy with orange on the cover, I'm going with Curiosity Thrilled the Cat. For a cozy from a series you love and a favourite theme, again doubling up, I am going with Cheddar Late Then Dead. And for a new to you cozy, I'm going with my Boxes and Boxes, aka Boxes in the Basement by Kathy Daly. For a cozy with yellow on the cover, I'm going with Revenge is Sweet by K. George, and that's all the prompts. So absolutely you can double up, triple up, whatever you want to do. It's all about celebrating cozies and a great way to prepare for March Mystery Madness coming up in the following month. Alright, that is where I am going to leave it. That is my TBR. You excited about any of these books? Do you think I should prioritize with any of them? Have you read them? Did you like them? Let me know in the comments section below. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you all go with peace, blessings, and so much love. Please do be kind and love one another and spread your sparkling energy all throughout the world. And until next time, happy reading. Bye, everyone.